Deal sourcing, a way to make money in property, whether you're trying to raise the money to buy your own property or you're already in property and you're viewing deals and they don't work for you. Deal sourcing is so overlooked. You are needed, you are important, and deals will sell if they stack up. In this video, I teach you what to look for and how to do it correctly. Come inside. These are some of the things that you need to pay attention to when you are a deal sourcer. So, front door. Look at that, guys. Needs changing. Carpets. As soon as you walk in, you can see the carpets. We have wood chip on the ceilings. We have this really old wallpaper. And then we come into the lounge. Another thing, internal doors. Look at that. Old school. Right into the living room. And to be fair, this isn't in the worst condition, but it's more like the 90s. That's what it is. And then we have these radiators, which look like a double radiator because they are a double radiator, but they're old. They're not new. And electrics in this place, we've got to go around and have a look, but come through into the kitchen. And to be fair, again, the kitchen isn't awful, but it's not good. You can't get a good end value on this when the kitchen's like this. We've got lino on the floor. We've got all the old cookers and stuff in here. This whole thing needs to be ripped out. They put spotlights in on the strips, but again, it's kind of like someone's lived in it, but not really modernized it. The back door needs changing as well. We've got condensation in some of the windows throughout the property. So you've got to be looking for certain things. We're very fortunate with this house that the kitchen and this space is quite good. But as a deal sourcer, you will be looking at flipping properties to start your journey. It's the easiest way to get involved, and you have to keep them in values basically. So if you're brand new to it, you want to be looking for properties under the £150,000 mark to buy, refurb, and then sell at the 200, 220 because it targets the first time buyers. But that's just the initial part of walking into a property and what you're paying attention to. Chimney breasts are a feature in some houses, and I like to remove the chimney breasts because I don't like them as features me personally, but some people do. Now this particular property in Birmingham, we have been offered this, a 3-bedroom in Birmingham, for £129,000. The guy wanted 140. He's desperate to sell. He wants to move really quickly. And we've got an end value of 200, 195 to 200. It needs about 35,000, which I will break down in a minute, but let's go and take a look at the garden first. Coming into the garden with me, huge back garden. Back gardens sell houses because everybody pictures a property where they can have a barbecue, have their children playing out, and everybody underestimates the end, well, not the end value, the refurb costs of gardens. I mean, if you take those panels over there, the fence panels, the concrete pillars, a gravel board, and a fence panel. Now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there's 9 across there if you have a look, all the way along. They range from £110 to £130 per panel with the pillars and the gravel boards and fitting to replace. So if you've got 9 of them, you're looking at £1,100 plus just for that one side. Again, you've got all these here as well. So you're looking at £2,500 just in fence panels if you wanted to get it up to a really nice standard. Then you've got all the slabs. You can replace the grass if needs be. You don't need to, but the slabs could do with replacing. And people don't understand the value it brings, but then the cost that it comes with it to get a garden sorted. And deal sourcers overlook it massively. I teach you not to overlook it. As we're walking up the stairs, again, radiator, quite old. If we go into the bathroom, now this is quite interesting. They've tiled the walls, but again, if you come in and have a look yourself, it's not the worst bathroom I've ever seen, but it's kind of like they've touched it up, but not really done a great job on it. There's no grate in the top of the ceiling over there. It's just, again, lino. Got carpet like that on the stairs and then carpet like this in the bedrooms. The skirting, that's old, needs changing. Again, wood chip on the walls. It's just old, even the doors. The doors need changing. It does need a rewire because it hasn't been updated for a while. If we come into this bedroom over here, we have a bed in here, which the owner leaving. This was where, I'm presuming, the old water tank was. Skirting board over there needs changing again. Radiators. It's just an old property. So you're looking at kitchens, bathrooms, windows, doors, skirting board, architrave, flooring. You want to see if the walls need plastering as well. Now in this house we can't really tell because it's got wallpaper on there, but when the wallpaper peels off, do you need to take it back to brick, meaning that you remove all the plasterboards and then you put new ones on and you skim over the top of it, or can you get away with just plastering over the existing walls? That will save you a lot of money, because skimming a house like this, the 3-bedroom semi-detached in Birmingham, will cost you around £4,500. Taking it back to brick, you're looking at the £7,000 mark. But you've got to look at all the things that you can add value on in order to get the maximum return that you can and live every moment. You've got to make sure that the property that we are purchasing there is compared to something like that, which is identical. You cannot do a comparable with a 2 or 3 bedroom house with a bungalow. You can't do a terraced house with a detached. You can't go above 0.2 miles because it can be a completely different area if you're looking at half-a mile radiuses, which is what a lot of people teach you. Don't be a fool and don't do that. You need to walk around the area and see where the local schools are, where the local shops are, where the local bus stations and train stations are. You need to get a full understanding of the area if you're going to be a deal sourcer, because when you try and package and sell the deal to an investor, you need to have every single answer that they're going to ask you the question to. Because the reason that people come to deal sourcers is time, a time aspect. A lot of investors are doctors, accountants, lawyers, corporate people, CEOs as well. They are time poor but cash rich, and they need people like you, people like me, people in property who can say, this is the purchase price, this is the end value, this is the refurb cost, so your profit can be this. And if you can present it to them correctly, which I can teach you how to do it, your quid's in. You can make a lot of money if you genuinely believe that you can do it and you give it a proper go. Let's say you're working a 9 till 5 and your dream is to be in property, but you're like, I need loads of money, I don't know how to start. And someone like me is on YouTube telling you, all you got to do is find a property like that and figure out how to purchase it for the correct price, how to break down the refurb costs to bring it up to a really nice standard, how to get the end values, and then sell it to an investor for a fee of £3, £5, £6, £7, £8, £9, £10,000, depending on the level of property. And that light bulb moment comes on where you're like, I think I could do that. You've got to get out of I think and say, I know I can do it. Because it's a real strategy in property. I'm a property investor, I'm a property developer who still deal sources every single day of the week, because I know how lucrative it is, and one deal a month could literally get you out of your 9 to 5. 4 deals a month can get you into playing the property game full time. The property that we're focusing on today, it needs a new front door and a new back door. It needs a new kitchen and a new bathroom. It needs skimming. It needs new carpentry, so new skirting boards, new architrave and new internal doors. It needs, the roof's great. It doesn't need new windows. It needs new window panes, the glass basically. It needs decorating. It needs a rewire, and it needs a new boiler with radiators. All that adds up to around £35,000 in Birmingham today for you. That's how much it will cost you guys to do something like that. And if we're purchasing it for, say, 130, and we've got stamp and legals, and we're up to 140, a £35,000 refurb, we're up to 175, and the end value is 195 to 200,000. It's a great investment for somebody to start their journey with flipping properties, or if somebody wants to leave a £10,000-15,000 part of their cash in the deal, they can do a great buy, refurbish, refinance, rent. So this is the knowledge that you need to have, and this is what I teach. This is how I teach deal sourcing, and it's the 3-2-1 method. You work backwards. You find out the end value, you work out the refurb costs, you add in all the holding costs, the stamp duty, the legal costs, and then that leads you to the purchase price that you need to pay, because you put your percentage of what you want or the investor wants in the deal. So you work as the 3-2-1 method. And if you watch this video and you want my online course with 12 months membership, I will give it to you for £99 if you send me an email to steve@stevehamilton.com after watching this video. Unbelievable value. And what I'm trying to do is make education affordable in the UK, where so many people are charging huge amounts of money, when realistically you need to work, help and build everybody as a community. And there you have it, guys, a quick video for you on deal sourcing, why it's needed, how to view a property, looking at comparables, using the 3-2-1 method. And I hope you enjoy these types of videos, quick, short, straight to the point, how I can help, how you can become not financially free, but how you can get out of your 9-to-5 and how you can raise funds in order to start your property journey. Follow the blueprint, follow people like me who have done it, been there, had all the successes, all the losses, and we're still here fighting another day. One more round.